Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. It's 1976. Disco was loud, bell-bottoms were louder, and Ford rolled out a truck so big and green it looked like the Hulk moonlighting as an RV. I'm talking about the Ford F-350 Ranger Super Camper Special, strapped with an Avion camper on its back. A combination that made your neighbor jealous and your buddy Timmy insist he could haul one with his Pinto. Timmy still swears it was uphill both ways, but that's another story. Now, this F-350 came from Kendall Ford in Eugene, Oregon, dipped in Hatteras Green Metallic paint, the kind of shade that made people squint and say, "Is it a truck or a forest?" Under the hood, or should I say under the dust, you'll find a 460 cubic inch V8. That's 7.5 liters for those keeping score in metric. It's paired with a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission. And because Ford thought you deserved more gears, a gear vendor's overdrive unit. Sadly, the V8 doesn't run. In fact, it doesn't even turn over. I believe this thing drank more water than my friend Steve at karaoke night, and it shows with rusted battery trays and signs of water intrusion. The truck rides on a dually rear axle and a twin I-beam suspension with coil springs up front and leaf springs out back. Brakes, front discs, and rear drums, because in 1976, stopping was optional. Mounted on polished 16-inch aluminum wheels, it wears 235/85 backcountry all-terrain tires up front and Hankook I-Pike RW11s out back. There's even a spare hanging up front like a giant underbite. As for looks, this thing was modified in Seattle by Paul K. Haggard Co. back in the day, with a utility box added for storage. You've got a receiver hitch, per-lux driving lights, cab marker lights, towing mirrors, running boards, and the proud Super Camper Special badging. Of course, time hasn't been kind. Clear coat failure, cracked paint, rust on the hood and cowl, dents, and a cracked driving light lens. Honestly, it looks like it spent the last 40 years playing bumper cars in a lumber yard. Let's talk Avion Camper. These guys, Lauren and Robert Ko, built aluminum-clad rigs tougher than half the houses in my neighborhood. This one, a C11 slide-in, has an overhead sleeper, a U-shaped dinette, a kitchenette with a 4-burner stove, oven, microwave, sink, fridge, and even a wet bath with a toilet and stand-up shower. It's got jalousie windows, a retractable boarding step, extendable awning, and stabilizer jacks. Inside, you'll find wood shelving, cabinets, and enough retro charm to make you want to grow sideburns. Sadly, there's water damage near the sink, and the equipment hasn't been tested. But I think what I liked the most was that overhead bunk, perfect for hiding from your kids or from Steve after his karaoke set. The cab? A green vinyl bench seat that's torn up, a cracked dash, holes in the headliner, corrosion on the floors, and a Clarion stereo someone probably thought was high-tech back in the 90s. There's even a sunroof and a Tekonsha trailer brake controller, because why not? Gauges for everything from coolant to oil, plus aftermarket Stewart Warner and Hayden digital readouts. The odometer shows 48,000 miles, but I believe the real number is hiding like Steve's dignity. In October 2024, the selling dealer in Salem, Oregon, put this truck and camper combo up for sale with clean Oregon titles, Marty report, shop manual, and brochures. Price wasn't listed, but given the state of the drivetrain, let's just say it's more project than plug and play. And if you want to keep seeing gems like this, consider becoming a sponsor of our channel for just $1. That's less than what Steve spends on cough drops after his karaoke disasters. Sponsorship link is in the description. Help us keep these stories rolling and the jokes flowing. Now, tell me honestly, would you take on this 1976 Ford F-350 Ranger Super Camper Special project? Or would you let it keep its well-earned retirement?